Months after his murder, young Dolph is still giving back to the community. A school giveaway held today on what would have been the rapper's 37th birthday. WRG's Melissa Moon is live in the studio tonight. And Melissa, there was a specific location for this year's giveaway.
That's right. The annual school giveaway is normally held in Glenview Park, but this year it was moved to young Dolph's old neighborhood to honor the slain artist. Hundreds on Castilla Street for an old-fashioned block party and back-to-school giveaway.
It's just cool, you know what I'm saying? You know?
My God, that's a lot of sons, man. Look at that, man. Just look at that. That's a lot of sons, man.
High alert. Better get out of there.
This looked like one of those videos in Africa, like when you go to the African village and whatnot, or the African city. Only thing missing is like dirt roads and fucking open sewers and like.
Is there anything missing?
Chickens running around. That's about it.
Yeah. This is fucking thick, man. I wouldn't be there, man.
Here it was moved to young Dolph's old neighborhood to honor the slain artist. Hundreds on Castilla Street for an old-fashioned block party and back-to-school giveaway.
It's just cool, you know what I'm saying? You know, our first off day, we're going to turn up.
Those who knew young Dolph say he was all about giving back and taking care of the people near and dear to his heart.
Of course, we're doing it over in Castilla because this is his community.
Today, some Memphis rappers and artists from Dolph's label, like Snoop Bands and Paper Route Wu, helped pass out some 300 book bags and school supplies to kids K through 12.
Today, Dolph Day. We're doing it for Dolph.
There's some rough-looking characters right there, man. I mean, listen, man.
K through 12.
Today, Dolph Day. We're doing it for Dolph.
It's nice. They do this every year.
The last time we did it over in Glenview Park, not last year, year before last, Dolph came out. He was out in the park all day with his fans.
This is the 20th annual Back to School Stop the Violence event. Organizers say they want kids to know there is more to life than just the violence they see around them and that they can accomplish anything.
We want them to always know that you can be somebody. You don't have to be a follower. You can always be a leader in every situation. We want you to lead.
They say that it starts with those kids having everything they need to go back to school.
Proper preparation takes you into a necessary place in life where you can keep moving forward.
Now, young Dolph, whose real name was Adolph Thornton Jr., was gunned down last November at a cookie shop also in South Memphis. 3 people have been charged in connection to his murder. In the studio,
Nothing make you a hero in the Sun community like getting gunned down.
Nothing makes you normal in the Sun community like getting gunned down. Like that guy was a millionaire, a 37-year-old millionaire, father and a husband. He was gunned down, and it's just like normal, man. That shit is just like.
Don't you mean assassinated, brother?
Right.
Yeah, he was like Martin Luther King.
Shelby County.
Over there to them, he was fucking. Like
he probably in the mural with him.
He was like,
didn't he get killed in Memphis? Didn't King get killed in Memphis?
I think Tennessee somewhere.
Yeah, I think
it was Nashville.
There you go. You know.
Hold on, it was somewhere over there. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it was Memphis.
Let me move on. That's easy to find out.
Shelby County District Attorney candidate Steve Mulroy received an endorsement from the families of George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, and others impacted by police brutality.
WRG's Jordan James.
Why does the fucking DA in fucking Memphis need to be endorsed by the family of George Floyd, Breonna
Christ,
Taylor?
the DA like kissed their rings. It's a fucking ceremony or some shit.
Is she running a clothing line?
Is it a Sunman?
Yeah.
Shelby County District Attorney candidate Steve Mulroy received an endorsement from the families of George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, and others impacted by police brutality.
WRG's Jordan James has more on their visit to the Bluff City.
As early voting continues,
One word. Vote.
endorsements continue to pour in for both candidates in the race for Shelby County District Attorney.
I never gave up on justice for my son, and neither did Amy Wiry.
From the mother of Lorenzen Wright to now the families of George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, and Jacob Blake.
Why are they in Memphis? Because they're just traveling around the country.
Why not?
Sir?
Yeah, why not?
That's right, world tour. They're picking up some cash, making some endorsements. There you go.
But what qualifies
against
them to endorse anybody for anything and politically?
Being related to the Beatas.
That's their dearly departed, sir. Don't you know that? He's a swell guy, and he was funny.
Saint Floyd himself. They're practically saints themselves.
Yeah, this is the most bizarre thing I've seen tonight. We've seen
the ground against white supremacy don't stop.
Yeah, we've seen some bizarre things tonight. This takes the cake, man.
It's Soros money. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
George, hold on.
He probably did set this up somehow, like some kind of coordinated tour thing with candidates. I wouldn't doubt that at all.
Oh, yeah.
Hold on.
He got troops.
Hold on. They have Breonna Taylor is from Louisville. Jacob Blake's from Kenosha. George Floyd's from Houston by way of Minneapolis. From Minneapolis by way of Houston. This is the DA race in Memphis.
They're African American.
But they all know George Floyd like they were his neighbor. They know Breonna Taylor like she was their neighbor. They know Jacob Blake as their neighbor. They act like they knew these people personally.
They're all African American.
They are members of every community in the country where some people exist.
That's because it could have been them, Ike.
Yeah, exactly. It could have been any one of us. Yeah, how offended like that. But this is bizarre. Like, so every little race, because this means something. Like, this is major for this guy. Like, this means a lot. What was it the other day? The pastor was hanging out with George Floyd's brother. He got endorsed by George Floyd's brother when he was running for the election. Remember that last night?
The huge grifter who's got a huge past to doing all that shit.
He was endorsed by George Floyd's brother. And it's like, this is fucking bizarre, man.
County District Attorney.
I never gave up on justice for my son, and neither did Amy Warwick.
From the mother of Lorenzen Wright to now the families of George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, and Jacob Blake, who came to Memphis Friday to endorse Steve Mulroy.
What are you going to do, Memphis? Are you going to sit around on your hands, or are you going to get up and vote? I personally support Steve Mulroy.
The visit from these...
Who the fuck are you?
This guy came out and said that it's unacceptable that only 10% of the justice system in Shelby County is black.
This guy?
No. The guy running for the DA.
Who unironically looks like the glider from Black Panther. He looks just like him.
That's why they are getting behind him. Because they're going to get their social just us. Because he's going to flood the place with lawyers that look just like them.
He's next on the chopping block.
And then they'll be trying to get him out just like they did in San Francisco in like a year or two because it'll get out of control.
Not these ones down here. See, San Francisco's a different crowd. San Francisco's 6% sun, very highly educated place. A lot of fucking crouching tigers.
Liberal.
A lot Silicon Valley type crowd with everyone's, got politically savvy, even though they're woke. This is fucking 60% sun.
Too good.
No, they'll get it when the DA is proven to be crooked, maybe charging money for getting people off, stuff like that. That's when they'll come after it.
But it won't be the Sun people though. It'll be the government. It'll be the internal affairs or investigator, FBI, or some kind of review board or something. It won't be the Sun people coming after you. You cracking up like hell too, Johnny.
And it's not about him. It's about what he's about to do to that DA's office forever.
Yeah, he couldn't violate that.
Yeah, it'll take years to fix all the stuff he's going to do.
It'll be impossible to fix in Memphis.
You'll never be able to
based off of raw numbers.
What are you going to do, Memphis?
It's going to be fixed.
Are you going to sit around on your hands, or are you going to get up and vote? I personally support Steve Mulroy.
The visit from these families impacted by police brutality comes amid an investigation into the Oakland Police Department in nearby Fayette County after a traffic stop turned violent, leaving many to question the use of force, including these families.
We have to change it from the grassroots.
That's the one where we talked about last week, where that fucking kid was driving down the street and then he just ran up in his dad's house and the police came in there. That's the case they're talking about. That's the case they got to exercise in another county. So a case in another county is causing these three families from different parts of the country to come down here and support a candidate who I guess is going to make sure that if you are driving and the cops get behind you, try to pull you over, and you speed off and hop out of your car and run into a random house, which is random to them, they don't know what the fuck you're doing, that if they chase you into the house and try to execute an arrest while you're resisting, that what? That's never going to happen again? Yikes.
Sounds like a Soros DA, yeah?
Yeah, this is Soros all day. Like, there's got to be something about it.
Wait, what is Soros again? Oh, that's right.
Oh, you mean the guy that sold Jews to the Nazis?
What does that matter, dude? That you keep bringing that up like you're making a point, dude. He's part of that. He's part of that cabal, brother.
Yeah, isn't that like extra bad?
Yeah. We have to change it from the grassroots. We're not going to change anything screaming at buildings. We're not going to change anything screaming at a computer screen, right? These boots right here, get on the ground.
While one of the officers involved has been placed on leave, Bianca Austin, Breonna Taylor's aunt, says incidents like these show there is still work to be done.
It's important for us to travel, not only just to keep our family legacy and memory going while we fight for accountability and justice for our families, but it's also that we speak up on community violence.
While both candidates may have...
What the hell did she just say?
Yeah, but you're not doing that.
They are on a countrywide tour and have been for about 8 months, going city to city spreading this shit. Who do you think's paying for that?
Look,
they are.
They're
not. They're not paying for that shit.
What is the name of the group on her shirt? Families United something? We need to look. I bet if you looked up who funded that, or if it was like who the parent organization of that, you could.
It's going to be the Center for American Progress.
Right. You're going to find the source of the actual thing going on.
Us to travel, not only just to keep our family legacy and memory going while we fight for accountability and justice for our families, but it's also that we speak up on community violence.
While both candidates may have a difference in opinion on policies, one thing that is not up for debate is the importance of voting.
If we show up, we will win.
Reporting in Memphis, Jordan James, WREG, News Channel 3.
Yikes. That's terrifying.